Okay, so in lesson 4, one of the big ideas or the new things we're learning is how to use a random number or how to generate a random number, and we're also kind of understanding what parameters are. So parameters are essentially settings that we can use to kind of modify something. So for instance, in this puzzle, we have the background. The background is the color tomato. We have we're setting the color to orange on our shape or what we're drawing. And in this case, we are drawing an ellipse. In this case, it is a circle because of the set parameters. Now let's take a look at the parameters and let's make sure we understand what that means. This first, let's actually look at this block. I think it might make it simpler. If we look at this block, either of these, I guess, we're going to be drawing an ellipse. There are 4 different parameters that we can set. We could set the x value. This is going to show where we draw the ellipse on the x value or of the plane. There's the y value. Again, that's where we draw the ellipse on the y value of the plane, so how far up and down it goes. And then we talk about the width and the height, w for width, h for height. And these 2 parameters, we could set the width, how wide the ellipse is, and the height, how tall or how high it goes up. And to make it a circle, of course, we know that we have to have equal or the same width and height. So to add on another component, we are talking about the random numbers as well. So what it asks us to do is just try out. Well, let's kind of see what it does first. I think trying it out was puzzle 9. So as we see, the circle, the orange circle, let me show grid to make it easier to see. The orange circle is going to randomly appear somewhere on the same x value. Okay, it's going to appear anywhere in that horizontal line, and that's because the x value of the ellipse or the circle is a random number between 0, and the reason it's between 0 and 400 is because 0 is the smallest, 400 is the largest value. We could make it between, if we wanted it to be more specific, maybe between 100 and 200, so anywhere between these 2 lines. I could change it between 100 and 200, and that would make that circle appear anywhere in this area. Okay? So let's kind of set it back. I'm going to go to version history. I'm going to start over. So this is, again, where we start with. Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to kind of do the second prompt, use the random number function for the ellipse's y parameter, so the circle is drawn in a random y position too. Okay, it's already set with the random x position. Let's actually show the blocks. It might be easier for us to understand as we're learning this. Okay. So we used the random number already for between 0 and 400. We're going to do the same for the y parameter. So instead of typing 200, because it's always on the, let me actually draw this, always on the 200. Okay, so it's always on this line right here, this 200 line. Okay, now instead of doing that, we're going to go ahead and change that value, and we're going to make it a random number. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the random number here. Oops. It should go into 200 right there. There it goes. So instead of 200, and let me show the text now so we understand what that means. So instead of this saying 200, we have it as a random number now. Okay, and we're going to set it, let's just go ahead and do the same thing between 0 and, oops. Zero and 400. Okay, so as I play it, it doesn't stay on this line anymore. It's going to just appear essentially anywhere in the grid. Okay, so that's kind of using the random number generator and filling in different parameters using it.